Coming back at you for the very first time. Brand new face with a whole new rhyme. I'm Chase Variant. Today I'm bringing you the top 10 Bronze Age books in my personal collection. I want to thank Comic Samurai for letting me invite myself to this little party. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Please click like if you like this video. It helps the algorithm pick up little nobodies like me and put it in the face of peoples like you. Enjoy the show. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. My first book is Shauna the She-Devil. Number 1, it's cover art by Jem Steranko. It was released August 29th in 1972. Okay, it is early work by Jem Steranko. It is the first appearance of Shauna. Magnificent copy of this too. This is my idea of comic books in the Bronze Age. Just this dynamic aping of Hollywood's ideology and beautiful, beautiful action and line work. You know, Steranko's a master. So, and this is a really underrated book. This is a key book, and it's kind of, you know, it's a sleeper. It's still very affordable. I have a feeling she and Ka-Zar may find her way into X-Men films eventually, thus sparking a modern interest in this book. But this book right now is really affordable in a very high grade. Shauna the She-Devil, number 1. My next book up is, hold your breath, kids. Click, boom. Oh, shit. And it is The Demon, number 1. Okay, I don't have a bunch of awesome DC books, but this is one of them, and it's probably because I have a bunch of Kirby books. I collect Kirby books more than I do DC books, actually. This is the first appearance of Intrigan, first appearance of Jason Blood. Magnificent cover too, huh? Isn't it? This is the first appearance of DC's version of Morgan Le Fay, DC's Merlin, and Randu Singh. And my third book up, click, boom! This is one of my favorites of all time. All of these are my favorites of all time. This is why I'm sharing them. These are my top 10 Bronze Age books. Chase Variant's favorites, and Marvel Spotlight number 2 has been my favorite since I've been in junior high. I first read Werewolf by Night in a Marvel Comics Presents book. I think it was like the early ones too, like maybe like 1 through 5 has a Werewolf by Night story that when I was a kid I read in the 80s. Yeah, so date me, do your math, kids. And it just fascinated me, and I've been a huge Werewolf by Night fan since. I've got an awesome Werewolf by Night collection. One day I might show it to you guys in my Keys to the Kingdom series. But right now, we're going to go with Marvel Spotlight on Werewolf by Night, Marvel Spotlight number 2, which is the first appearance and origin of Werewolf by Night Jack Russell. Awesome, right? And another favorite of mine, I'm playing my hits. Bam! Strange Tales number 169. When I was a kid, even today, Brother Voodoo, more than Luke Cage, more than Blade. I didn't even know who Blade was until the movie came out. But Brother Voodoo was always a character that I found to be a supremely powerful character for a black man in the Marvel universe. When in the 80s, I didn't know of any other character as strong as Brother Voodoo with black skin. So I just loved this character. He just was my idea of a black superhero. And, I know a lot of people love the Falcon, a lot of people love Blade, a lot of people love, the more mainline superheroes, but I like the darker side. I like the Midnight Suns ideologies in Marvel, the voodoo, the magic. I'm a big Moon Knight fan, and Brother Voodoo is my cup of tea. Strange Tales number 169 is Brother Voodoo's first appearance. Moving right along, kids. We all know this. I think so many people have this book, but it's a fan favorite, and it's my favorite too. Marvel Superheroes number 8. This is literally the copy I bought off the shelf as a kid. You know, I literally purchased this for the 75 cents when I was a kid, and this is the one I bought. So, you know, it's not in the greatest condition. It's been read to beep. And, you know, but I love it. I'm glad that it's matured well. I could probably still, if I wanted to turn this one around, get a couple bucks for it. And it is the first appearance of the symbiote, which we all know and love as Venom. Marvel Secret Wars number 8. I mean, it's such a dynamic pose, such a unique pose that, you know, that it's so iconic. I mean, the artist who just decided to, like, Michael Jackson him right there, touche, 2 thumbs up, my G. Okay, and another book that probably everybody has. There's a million of these in the census, and I too have one. But I love it. From the Bronze Age, is my New Mutants 98. I'm not even going to go into it. You guys know what's going on with this. It's the first Deadpool appearance, the first Domino appearance as Copycat, the first Gideon appearance. I happen to have a direct edition. Direct editions far outweigh the newsstand in the market. Fan favorite, yada yada, yada yada, yada yada. New Mutants 98. Let me clean this up a bit. Okay. Counting down my top 10 Bronze Age favorite books. 'Tis I Chase variant bringing you another fan favorite. Another fan favorite. This is, of course, Iron Fist number 14. Iron Fist number 14 is the first appearance of the always foe of Logan Wolverine, Victor Creed, the Sabretooth. And I bought this book from a street vendor in like 2016 on Broadway for about $100. So I think I did okay. It's probably, yeah, it's about $100. Okay. And I'm trying not to show you guys just books that everybody has, or, you know, just like the ones that everyone, of course, would show. But I mean, they're my favorites. What am I gonna do? My favorites. The heart wants what it wants. So another fan favorite, which is in my top 10, is, ooh, and I got a 9-2 of this one, kids. Is of course, Batman Adventures number 12. And one of the, probably the most popular Bronze Age book outside of New Mutants 98 is Batman Adventures number 12. The first appearance of Harley Quinn, the first appearance of Batgirl animated version in the comic books. I mean, yeah, what's to say about it? It just, this is a real investment kind of book. This is the kind of book that, that's one of the reasons I got it. I got a pressed version when I bought it, because I didn't buy this one off the shelf. I bought this when I was later to the game in this one a couple years after it came out. And I wasn't a huge fan, but I kind of recognized the investment potential of it, and I'm glad I did. So I got it in a slab. So if you have this particular book slabbed, it matures very well. The fan base keeps growing, and, you know, there's not going to be any more of them. There's only a limited number, and the longer the more the time goes by, easy for me to say, you know, the fewer and fewer that will be submitted in high grade. Anyway, I'm drawing on because, again, I love Harley Quinn. I love the Batman Adventures number 12. Okay. Going down to the wire here. Just gotta be really careful with these books, obviously, so give me a second back in behind the scenes. Some BTS. And not the band, kids. So here is, whew, again, like I say, I love the supernatural side of Marvel. I'm a huge Moon Knight fan. I've got like, I think maybe all Moon Knight keys. And this one is Werewolf by Night number 32, the first appearance of Moon Knight. Okay, it's also the first appearance of Jean-Paul Duchamp, or Frenchie. If I'm not mistaken, that's I know what it is. It's his fucking alter ego, the goofy ass alter ego that was supposed to be like Match Malone. If you guys are Batman fans, and you know Match is Malone. So when Match is Malone came out in the Batman comics, that's when click boom, you got Frenchie coming out. It just whatever. And I think yeah. Later in Mark Spector Moon Knight, they did the Frenchie thing too. I don't know. Anyway, Werewolf by Night number 32. And yeah, this will be my last one that I'm showing you guys. And this is the final one of my top 10 favorite Bronze Age books. And this is my favorite for today. Maybe tomorrow I will have a whole different list with a whole new group of books for my favorites in the Bronze Age, because I love comics so much. I've got about 30 CBC plastic short boxes full of books. And so who knows, I might do another one of these with a whole new set of books one day. My final book is my Tomb of Dracula number 10. And this is not only my one of my favorite books in my collection, but it's also one of the kind of like the worst condition books in my collection. To get this book in high grade or anywhere near a really high grade is very difficult. Mine needs to be pressed badly. It's got a spine roll, but other than that, I'd say it's in really, really good condition for what it is. This one is another one. I bought it from that street vendor back in 2017 for pennies on the dollar. Lucky me. It's the first appearance of our hero Eric Brooks' Blade. Yeah, and I mean, you guys know what this is. Tomb of Dracula number 10. Freaking awesome! Hey kids, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me babble. Thanks for letting me share my books. I'm Chase Variant, and I'm out.